Hello my peeps! Today I'm here to talk about small businesses here in Scotland that produce food and drink, because we all know that in the lockdown and probably even after the lockdown, two things that we want is to support local economy and also get some nice comforting snacks and drinks. Alternatively, if the apocalypse is over by the point you're watching this and you are just an amazing visitor of Edinburgh or Scotland, this might be a great guide for you to see what alternative souvenirs you can bring home or what you can try that's actually made here in Scotland. So the first company I wanted to mention is called Sooo. They are based up in Wick, so that's north of Scotland, and they are growers and pickers and cookers of seaweed, which is an amazingly good for you ingredient. It's very sustainable, it's good for you, it's good for the environment, it's full of iodine, so great for that thyroid of yours. So the main part of the range are these chips, which are now available in all larger Sainsbury's here in Scotland, but they are also available in some independent stores down in England and in Wales. So if you're not based in Scotland, don't worry, you can also get them on Amazon. And on Amazon, you can also get some of their other snacks, like these clusters. I especially like the clusters because they are such a weird, different snack. They are not quite sweet, not quite salty. They're definitely savory, and they come in 4 varieties, and some of them are kind of sweet, and some of them are kind of salty, but they're all definitely kind of weird in the best way possible. Out of the chips, I would recommend the Asian Peking. Here you go, these guys, because they are an amazing mix of Asian flavors, and I think because there's also the flavor of the seaweed mixed into it, it's actually it really reminds me of Japanese and authentically Chinese flavors so much, because there's that added umami of the seaweed. Super tasty, never had anything like it. If you see them, definitely try them. You're gonna support Sooo from Wick. Now we're moving on to number 2, which is a chocolate company, but not your usual chocolate company. It's a vegan chocolate company called Fellow Creatures. They are based here in Edinburgh, and I found them on accident actually, because I was basically sent an ad or an offer, and I just saw their packaging, which is so cute. The design is amazing. You're probably getting a bit of ASMR from the packaging as well. As you can see, I have 3 varieties, but they have in total 5 different varieties. I think that the one I would still really like to buy and try is the white matcha one. They are all vegan and gluten-free and palm oil free and refined sugar free, and so if you have any specific needs for your sweet snacks, then these guys will definitely cater to them. Yeah, they were started by a guy from Hungary, so that's close to my heart because he's a fellow Central European. Hello, Salt. You're doing a cool job with these. Should we try some?
Sure.
Okay, I was especially excited to try the creamy hazelnut chocolate. Let's do that. Oh, I need to be careful because I want to maybe take pictures of the packaging in the future, because it's just so pretty. My little sewing scissors. Eh. Oh, so good. So what this one tastes like is kind of like a mix of milk chocolate and hazelnut butter, because obviously by taking out the dairy milk, it's nice to replace that with something that's also creamy and fatty, so it has that nice, pleasant, melty feel on your tongue. I think that your either design-loving or vegan friends would really appreciate this as a gift from Edinburgh. Now, this is a big one for me, because I think about 2 years after I moved here, so 2013 or something, I found this amazing local soda called Roots. Back then it would be bought in a glass bottle and it was really hard to get it, but whenever I did get it, I super enjoyed it. It was kind of like marketed as this indie soda, like unusual flavors, low sugar. It's kind of based on mostly vegetable juices rather than fruit juices. It's made in small batches, all of that. I was really into that whole brand, but they actually ran into some serious financial problems later, and I just thought I would lose them forever. They would just go under and Roots would leave the amazing scene that we have for small businesses in Edinburgh. Thankfully, they made it out, and these days you can actually get more flavors than ever. I have a whole 6-pack of 6 different flavors. So in the very start, when their online shop reopened, you could get the 2 classics. I think that they started with Superposition and then I Need My Girl. Those are the ones that I remember from back then when I started loving Roots. But now you can order all these new flavors and I'm so excited about them because they are so weird. Let me just show you. Like this one is called Love Bug and it is an all-natural apple, celery and coriander soda. And this one is called Howl and it is an all-natural orange smoked paprika and crushed chili soda. I think they sound amazing, and these guys they're so new that they don't even have the nutritional info on them yet because they didn't have time and the finances to send them to the lab yet. So yeah, that's how like small batch these are. Wow, that smells so strongly of celery. I actually like that. I really like celery juice, especially if it's mixed with some other stuff. Green! With celery and coriander in it, I can think of so many people who would like instantly hate this. Wow, that's so different. I mean, I guess it kind of tastes like a soda version of like a green juice, right? Try some, cameraman. I think it would go nice with like tacos or something.
That's kind of fun, yeah, all right. I wasn't expecting that.
I like that. I like when things get herby, so I do appreciate this. Nice. Maybe you can hear, but this park is getting really funky. So,
apologies.
You know, hopefully, well, maybe you're into it. Maybe you like that sort of ethno, drummy vibe for the last days of summer we're having. Well, anyway, something that kind of goes with this slightly alternative vibe, bees. I just like saying the word bees. What I meant is honey. This is from the Edinburgh Honey Company, and they have last year opened a store on Easter Road. If you're visiting Edinburgh, you might not find your way to Easter Road. It's not really a touristy spot, but you can also find these in the 12 Triangles stores. So as a visitor, that's probably more likely. I'm gonna tell you about the Edinburgh Honey Company, which is a Polish-Scottish company. So again, I think that it's nice to support not only a local Scottish company, but also a local Scottish company with this Central European background, super close to my heart. All of their packaging is recycled and plastic-free. So yeah, you can support bees, you can support the planet, you can put something sweet on your bread, and if you buy the heather one, you will probably also like cure all your ailments. Speaking of things you can put on bread, I found out that Aberdeen actually has its own peanut butter company. I didn't know this before I started working on this video, or like the prep for it. Actually, I also bought this from 12 Triangles, but they do have a really well-stocked online store where they have some really interesting flavors. I think, which one? They had chai almond and cookie dough cashew, and they're actually in the post. I ordered them. I hoped they would come on time. You can buy them in like small, I think like 50-gram tasting pots, and I was really hoping I would get that to show you and to try them, but no, I was only able to get this just basic peanut. It has no added sugar and suitable for vegans, and no palm oil. So the orangutans would be proud of you for buying this peanut butter. I think it just wouldn't be enough to mention only one chocolate company. There are just so many great chocolate makers here in Edinburgh, specifically just like it seems like Edinburgh is the mecca of chocolate. There is cocoa chocolate, you probably saw them in pretty much all the souvenir shops. Their packaging is actually really cute. They tend to collaborate with local Scottish artists. There's also the chocolate tree. They have their own cafe, that's the May Tree. You know, we go there often, we mention them in multiple videos already. So good, such a good hot chocolate. But now I'm going to be mentioning one that I don't think I've ever showed in any of my videos, and that's the Ocelot. And this is so pretty, like the packaging is so beautiful. Just minimalistic, and you could just buy it like as a decoration for your flat. Now this one is actually kind of vanilla, not that it is vanilla flavored, but it's kind of like one of the more boring flavors they make. This is the 70% dark chocolate sea salt. I also got that from 12 Triangles because like 12 Triangles really has your back when you're looking for small Scottish businesses. In their online store you can find some of the more out there flavors like the black cherry and the violet milk chocolate. So if you're into like floral flavors, you can get it from Ocelot. Oh, and I also remembered that it's not just 12 Triangles, but also Paper Tiger, one of my favorite stationery and gift stores here in Edinburgh that stocks Ocelot chocolate. So yeah, you can pick it up from multiple amazing places and yeah, bring this to someone you love as an amazing designing gift, or just eat it. Just, you know, enjoy it for what it is. And our last amazing local small business is Tartan Shark. It is Edinburgh's smallest brewery. It's all handcrafted in small batches, and it's very environmentally friendly as well, because all of the byproducts of making this beer actually goes into Sean's vegetable garden. Because we know Sean. Anyway, we brought these two to show you because this is Simon's favorite and this is my favorite. So the elderflower one I think is perfect for Scottish summer because it's kind of like full-bodied, it's kind of sweet, you know, malty, but at the same time not too heavy, while the stout, obviously, that's like your Scottish winter drink that is heavy and, you know, bitter and like hoppy. If you are interested in getting these, you can get them either online or in the small off licenses in Edinburgh. I can give you some examples like the Beer Hive that's kind of down under Broughton Street, and on Easter Road again you might actually have to venture to Easter Road to get honey and beer. Anyway, yeah, on Easter Road you can get this in the top seller store, which is great for cider as well. Anyway, I got distracted. It's really easy to get distracted because today the park is so musical. Anyway, those were all the amazing little companies I wanted to mention in this video. Hopefully this was enlightening to you, whether you live here and you want to try and support small businesses locally, or if you're planning to visit and you'd like to try some of the local produce that's not necessarily, you know, your usual stuff that you get in like souvenir stores. Not that there's anything like wrong with those. There's plenty of things that you can get in souvenir stores that are also from local companies that are just like kind of like more omnipresent. I just feel like these companies really deserve a little bit of extra shout out. I would love to hear down in the comments below if you knew any of these brands before and if you already have a favorite. And if not, it would be great for you to share with me if any of these really caught your eye and you would really like to try them during your next trip to Edinburgh, or, you know, during your actual life in Edinburgh as an Edinburgh local. I think I'm gonna go home and eat more of the chocolate, and we're gonna share these beers, and those are our Sunday evening plans. Anyway, thank you so much for watching as always. I would love you to join me on other social media, specifically Instagram. That's where I probably spend the most of my time, on either KakiBot or KakiBlog. One is for illustrations, one is for photos and just kind of general existence here in Edinburgh. I keep kind of waving around with these. These are gonna just become dangerous to our health, I think. yeah. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh my god. So apart from the guys dancing and drumming, there is now also a bagpipe piper over there.
We also had a small plane.
Oh yeah, previously there was a small like ultralight plane making like 4 circles just over us. It's probably Prince Philip.
Look out.
I know, we're all gonna die here. Yeah.